A person with the Sun in Aries in the first house is likely to exhibit an assertive and confident personality. This placement imparts a natural enthusiasm and a pioneering outlook on life. Strong-willed and often fearless, they are ready to take command of situations and show leadership capabilities. In relationships, this individual is likely to be somewhat self-centered but also highly protective and comforting towards loved ones. They prefer honesty and directness, tending to be forthright and often outspoken. Career-wise, they typically excel in professions that allow them to exercise their leadership skills and preference for autonomy. This can mean they thrive in positions where they can pursue new ventures, like entrepreneurship, or roles needing decisive action, such as management. A key strength of this placement is the marked sense of initiative and resilience. These are individuals who pressure themselves to act swiftly and courageously in both routine and crisis situations. However, their zeal can sometimes present challenges. The headstrong nature of a Sun in Aries in the first house individual may lead to impulsive decisions and a lack of patience. Personal growth often centers on learning to balance their dynamic energy with the need for strategic, measured actions. By learning to curb their impatience and developing empathy towards the perspectives of others, these individuals can make the most of their innate leadership skills and zeal for life. They may discover that true strength lies not only in acting decisively but also in understanding the value of time and the emotions of others. A person with the Sun in Taurus in the first house is typically stable, patient, and persistent. These individuals are often practical and grounded, liking routine and comfort. They are also known for their reliability, loyalty, and determination. But they can be stubborn and resist change. In terms of relationships, they seek partners who provide them with a sense of security. They value honesty and consistency, and they're prone to be loyal and steadfast in relationships. However, their possessive and inflexible nature could sometimes lead to conflicts. In the career realm, they may be drawn to jobs that require consistency, stability, and practical skills. They are hardworking and have a knack for financial management, leading them into careers in finance, agriculture, or arts, where they can utilize their sensibility for form, structure, and beauty. Strengths associated with this placement include perseverance, reliability, and a strong appreciation for beauty. Challenges may include resistance to change, stubbornness, and a tendency to be overly materialistic. The personal growth lessons for these individuals could include learning to embrace change and understand that stability can still exist even amidst change. They could also benefit from learning to let go of possessiveness and learning to understand other perspectives without feeling threatened. Time and patience are their allies, as they often take a longer route to have a reliable and secure result. Ultimately, this placement indicates a person who is grounded and resourceful, but who could also stand to embrace flexibility. Having the Sun in Gemini in the first house, core personality traits include being communicative, intellectually curious, adaptable, and quick-witted. Individuals with this placement love variety, thrive on interaction, and are usually sociable, outgoing, and lively. Challenges may include a tendency to be fickle, restless, or superficial. They can also change their minds frequently, making decisions hard to stick with. Regarding relationships, these individuals are typically lively, fun-loving, and engaging, stimulating others with their curiosity and sociability. However, their indecisiveness can be a challenge. They can struggle with commitment as they may fear it would limit their freedom or their chance to experience something new. In terms of career, their versatility, quick thinking, and communication skills could lead them to thrive in areas such as journalism, public relations, marketing, teaching, or any field that allows artistic expression. Their intellectual curiosity and adaptability make them good at problem-solving and handling change. Strengths of this placement include intellectual curiosity, adaptability, strong communication skills, and enthusiasm. However, challenges may include impulsiveness, inconsistency, and difficulty with commitment. Personal growth lessons typically revolve around learning to make firm decisions, dealing with insecurities, learning to focus, and developing depth in their understanding, rather than skimming over subjects. This placement can also learn the value of stillness and consistency, balancing their love for change and variety. As they learn and grow, they can use their mental agility and adaptability to understand themselves better and develop a more consistent sense of self, which might ultimately lead to more fulfilling relationships and a successful career in a field they love. With the Sun in Cancer in the first house, one tends to be intrinsically empathetic, protective, and nurturing. This personality emanates a caring aura that draws others in, signifying a deeply rooted instinct to attend to the needs of those around. For a relationship, this can translate to being a devoted partner who values emotional security and home comforts. However, such individuals might be prone to mood swings and can be overly sensitive, taking criticisms to heart. Strong emotional bonds might lead to a fear of rejection or abandonment, causing insecurity in relationships. It's important for this person to learn to balance emotional dependence and independence. At work, success may come through professions that demand caring and nurturing. Careers in healthcare, psychology, or early childhood development could prove fruitful. Their protective nature might motivate them to shield others from harm, indicating a potential fit for roles in advocacy, law enforcement, or counseling. Their positive traits include a strong intuition, empathy, and nurturing nature, making them charismatic leaders who inspire loyalty. However, they may struggle with moodiness and a tendency to avoid conflicts. This avoidance could keep them from confronting crucial matters, which can inhibit growth. Learning to manage their powerful emotions, and not letting them undermine their self-confidence or decision-making ability, can foster personal growth. They need to recognize that vulnerability is not a weakness. By embracing it, they can channel their intrinsic empathy to build strong relationships both professionally and personally. Validation from others is not the sole measure of their worth, self-acceptance is equally important. With the Sun in Leo in the first house, a person is likely to display strong Leo traits. This typically includes leadership qualities, creativity, and a strong desire for attention or recognition. These individuals are often charismatic and carry a confident presence, bringing a sense of vibrancy and excitement wherever they go. Proud and self-expressive, they can light up a room with their bright personalities. Strengths associated with this placement are determination, leadership, and a keen sense of creativity. However, with these traits come challenges. Their tendency to want to be the center of attention can come off as narcissistic or arrogant. They could also be inflexible when their pride is hurt, implying a potential difficulty in handling criticism. In matters of the heart, they are usually open, loyal, and generous. They love passionately but may dominate the relationship due to their larger-than-life approach. They value honesty and are usually faithful partners. Career-wise, they are attracted to roles where they can take the lead and express themselves creatively. This could include careers in performing arts, management roles, or anything that lets them shine and stand out. The learning path for them revokes balancing their need for attention with humility, understanding that sharing the limelight does not diminish their worth. Their penchant for recognition is often a mask for their fear of being insignificant. Conquering this fear and accepting constructive criticism can lead to overall personal growth. These individuals have a bright, radiant energy that, if harnessed mindfully, can bring them to great heights. Having the Sun in Virgo in the first house suggests a personality that is analytical, detail-oriented, and practical. This person tends to be focused on service and perfection, often setting high standards for themselves and others. They may appear reserved or cautious, but they are deeply thoughtful and make considerate decisions. In terms of relationships, this placement suggests someone who is reliable and devoted. They take their relationship seriously, often taking on caregiver roles. They may struggle with criticism or perceived rejection due to their high expectations and sensitivity to details. Career-wise, they are likely to excel in roles where analysis, organization, precision, and service are needed. Fields such as healthcare, editing, or research may be particularly suited to their skills. They can also make effective leaders due to their keen observance and desires for efficiency and improvement. The main strengths associated with this placement are diligence, attention to detail, and problem-solving abilities. These individuals are efficient, meticulous, and often highly intelligent. They have a strong sense of duty and can be counted on in a crisis. Challenges may include a tendency toward perfectionism and self-criticism. They may struggle with anxiety or feel overwhelmed by disorder or uncertainty. They might also have high expectations for others, which can lead to disappointment. Personal growth lessons for those with the Sun in Virgo in the first house might involve learning to balance their intense focus on details with an appreciation for the bigger picture. They should learn to temper their self-criticism with self-compassion, and to understand that perfection is an unattainable standard. Finally, they should work on recognizing that others have different strengths and ways of doing things. Having the Sun in Libra in the first house means the person is often charming, balanced, and sociable. They strive for harmony and fair play, preferring to avoid conflict. Aesthetics and appearances also matter greatly to them. They are natural peacekeepers, often mediating disputes and bringing order to chaos. Their diplomatic skills could make them excellent negotiators or mediators. On the downside, they may struggle with decision-making, as they frequently see value in all perspectives. Their desire for harmony may lead to difficulty in expressing or asserting their needs. In the worst cases, they might be people-pleasers, sacrificing their own interests for the sake of peace. In relationships, they are likely to be diplomatic and fair-minded. They often prioritize balance, attractiveness, and intellectual connection. However, their tendency to avoid conflicts may sometimes create misunderstanding or frustration. When it comes to career tendencies, this placement favors professions that value diplomacy, aesthetics, and balance. Suitable careers might include diplomat, judge, art curator, interior designer, or beautician. Their strengths include being diplomatic, balanced, and sociable. Their main challenges could be indecisiveness, conflict avoidance, and people-pleasing tendencies. Personal growth for those with this placement often comes in learning to assert their needs and make decisions independently, even when doing so might disrupt harmony momentarily. Having the Sun in Scorpio in the first house suggests a person with an intense, determined, and magnetic personality. They radiate strength and passion, are naturally introspective and have an instinctive understanding of life's deeper mysteries. This placement often signifies someone who's observant, persistent and resilient, but it can also lead to compulsive behaviors or a potential for jealousy and manipulation. In relationships, these individuals may be extremely loyal, protective, and deeply sensitive. However, they can struggle with trust issues and can be almost excessively secretive. Their relationships may be intense due to their emotional depth and their need for deep, transformative connections. In terms of career, they might excel in fields that require investigative or intuitive skills. They could be drawn to areas like psychology, research, detective work, or counseling. Their natural ability to understand people can make them wonderful therapists, coaches, or human resources professionals. One of their biggest strengths is their resilience and their capacity for transformation. They can take hardships and turn them into moments of strength and growth. Another strength is their innate instinct to get to the truth of matters, which can make them powerful allies or formidable opponents. Challenges could revolve around their tendency towards emotional intensity, stubbornness, and sometimes manipulative behavior. They might struggle with letting go and forgiving, holding on to grudges or harboring resentment. Growth for them involves learning flexibility, trust, and openness. They need to balance their need for control with the ability to go with the flow, be less suspicious, and feel safe in emotional vulnerability. The Sun in Sagittarius in the first house indicates a vibrant and optimistic personality. These individuals are adventurous, craving knowledge, and exploring new places due to their thirst for discovery. They are independent, positive thinkers who radiate infectious enthusiasm, making them captivating figures. However, these individuals can be impatient, leaping without considering the consequences, which can lead to unintentional harm to themselves or others. In relationships, their spontaneity and zest for life can be appealing, but their commitment to personal freedom might challenge conventional relationships. They value honesty, intellectual stimulation, and need a partner who embraces their love for travel and exploration. Their free-spirited nature pushes them towards non-traditional relationship arrangements, favoring bonds built on mutual respect and shared philosophies. In terms of career, these individuals may excel in fields that allow them to utilize their excellent communication skills and love for knowledge. This can lead them towards careers in academia, journalism, travel industry, or philosophical realms that offer the intellectual satisfaction they seek. One strength of this placement is their inexhaustible optimism that propels them forward even in tough times. However, the challenge lies in their tendency to overestimate their capabilities, which can lead to failures. Their enthusiastic nature can also be viewed as too intense or intrusive. The personal growth lesson for these individuals comes along the lines of balance and tolerance. Understanding that not everyone shares their enthusiasm or lifestyle can help them grow as individuals. Practicing patience and recognizing the need for careful planning and consideration in decision-making can lead to fewer disappointments and a more fulfilling life. Having the Sun in Capricorn in the first house refers to a person who is ambitious, disciplined, and responsible. They are often serious and practical, aiming for the top with perseverance. If they fail, they dust themselves off and try again, demonstrating immense resilience. People with this placement have a deep-rooted respect for rules and traditions. They often come across as reserved or conservative to others. They believe in hard work and consistency, making them reliable partners and dependable workers. In relationships, these individuals seek stability and longevity. They might take longer to open up, but once they do, they are loyal and committed. They value honesty and are likely to be attracted to partners who are equally serious about life. As for career influences, they can excel in roles requiring structure and discipline, such as management or administration. Their respect for rules can make them good in law or finance. They might also be drawn to careers where long-term dedication is rewarded, like academics. However, the Capricorn in the first house is not without challenges. They might struggle with being too hard on themselves and may suffer from high self-expectations. They need to learn to balance their serious nature with enjoyable leisure time to avoid burnout. This placement also indicates a life journey where the individual learns the fundamentals of self-reliance and integrity. The personal growth lesson for them often revolves about learning to be more flexible, patient and nurturing lightheartedness. Having the Sun in Aquarius in the first house suggests an individual radiating uniqueness and innovation. This individual is likely to be independent, forward-thinking, and refreshingly unconventional. They love exploring new ideas and are open to unconventional methods. In relationships, they may need a high degree of freedom. They are drawn to people who are different, unique, or unconventional. Their partners should respect their need for independence and understand that their unconventional attitudes are a part of their charm. As for career influences, this placement may lead to success in fields that require unconventional thinking. This might include areas like technology, science, social reform, and the arts. Their unique approach and innovative ideas can be game changers. Strengths of this placement include their originality, intellectual freedom, and adaptability. They are open-minded, humanitarian, and have an innate ability to see the big picture. However, they may also face challenges. Their unconventional ways might make them feel misunderstood. They may struggle in situations that require traditional responses. They may also appear aloof or detached, even though they are merely thinking deeply about things. Over time, these individuals may learn that it's okay to conform sometimes, and not everyone must understand their uniqueness. They can find a balance between their need for independence and their relationships with others. They can become successful by leveraging their innovation and individuality. This placement emphasizes the value of being different and the power of original thinking. The Sun in Pisces in the first house typically indicates an individual who is sensitive, intuitive, and empathetic. These people often possess a deep understanding of others' feelings, making them naturally caring and compassionate. They excel in voicing their creative mind, and their imaginations often take them far. However, excessive sensitivity can sometimes cause them to be easily hurt and may find it hard to set boundaries with others. In relationships, they are likely to be selfless, nurturing, and deeply in tune with their partner's feelings. This means they may prioritize their partner's needs over their own, which can lead to power imbalances or feelings of being overwhelmed. It's important for them to learn to balance their own needs with those of others. Career-wise, jobs in the caring professions, such as nursing, or in creative fields, like the arts, could provide satisfying outlets for their empathy and imagination. Psychological or spiritual roles might also be fulfilling, given their understanding of human emotions. However, there are challenges. Vulnerability to others' feelings can lead to emotional overwhelm. Their strong intuition may be dismissed in a world that often values logic over feelings. To overcome this, finding ways to ground themselves and set emotional boundaries will be crucial to their personal growth. Also, harnessing their strength of creativity and translating it into tangible outcomes can help them find fulfillment. Remember, though deeply emotional, they have a great capacity for healing and nurturing, which can benefit both themselves and others around them.